This is Peach. Now, anyways, YouTube stay player hating on me. Stay kicking me off. Like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you, YouTube? I came home and I said I was finna make me some steak and some eggs for breakfast. But then the drywall man came, so I can't cook. And he's still in fixing my ceiling. But I'm gonna wait till some more y'all get on here and we're gonna continue our conversation before I get off of here for today. Cause I gotta go study this lady page for my one-on-one. I'm about to, hey Miss Roberta, I seen you last time and I didn't say hey. I hope you took yourself to lunch. I'm about to what I'm about to do. I done forgot what I was finna say. You have a question, go ahead. Ask it. Hey E King. Hey Tiffany. Yeah, I'm back. You two was player hating on me. I need to go get my charger out the house too while I'm talking about it. Let me go get my charger. Grand Rising Miss Pearly. Miss Pearly. That made me think about the lady on Friday. Are you making more videos this week? Yes, I am. So it's March 1st. And my goal this month is to make sure I drop at least one video every single day. If I could drop more, that's even better, but at least one every single day. Real videos, not lives. Get the book. Grand Rising. Yes, I'm back. Panama Pinky. They was player hating on me. You two be player hating on me. It's so nice out, y'all. I might go to the pool, but it's not that hot. We took the kids to the pool when we went. Saturday. We went to the pool. And it was so crowded. Oh my God. It was sticky icky. Y'all, why last night, today, right now, it's like 79 degrees. Last night, my mama, yesterday, she went to the block party in Rabona with my brother. Her, my stepdad, and my brother, and my sister, baby father. They all went. And she gonna send me pictures. She's like, I'm having so much fun. I'm like, girl, you is hanging out like a young girl. Do you have room for another one-on-one today? Not today. I have availability Thursday. I have one-on-ones all week until Thursday. That's my next free day. Anytime Thursday, Friday, or Sunday, I have availability. Key. Hey, Didi. But we were talking about on the last live Roth IRAs, then we start venturing off and talking about different business ventures. I'm about to launch my first built the business session of forever, okay? And it's gonna be $75. Peaches, have you ever tried a hair mask? No. It's gonna be $75 and we're gonna discuss how to start an e-commerce business. It's not gonna be for brick and mortar business. This is gonna be for beginners. Okay, if you already have a business that's doing well, you might not want to take this class. It's gonna be very entry level. We're gonna discuss building websites, different platforms to build your website on, email marketing, and all that good stuff. How much is a one-on-one? My one-on-ones are $300 for 1 hour, unlimited topics. 550 for 2 hours, unlimited topics. And then I do offer YouTube mentorship, $2,000 a month. Not YouTube, but just mentorship for people who want to ask me questions. And then I do different stuff. So it's not, I don't only do YouTube one-on-ones. We talk about real estate. We talk about writing books. We talk about anything I've done that I have an area of expertise in. Like I just did a one-on-one with a girl. She just want to learn how to run Facebook groups. I have 13 Facebook groups. A couple of them are over 30,000 members. So some people just want to learn how to do that. And I make money from Facebook groups. When is my next class? My Build a Business class. I haven't picked a date. It's going to be probably on a Sunday. And it's going to be in the middle of the day. But I'm going to promote it today. So I'm about to sit down, pick what date. Most likely, what's the day? The day the 1st, 7th. Probably the 14th, most likely March 14th. That's going to be my next Build a Business class. And then I'll probably do another YouTube class, but I don't know when. Hey, you was on the YouTube class yesterday. Hey, Nisha, how many streams of income do you have? I be acting like I just got one. I'm going to say I got one because it's just all involving social media. But I do YouTube, that's one stream. My credit repair kits is another. My book is another. My Amazon affiliate links is another. My one-on-ones, like my classes, that's another. So I would say five. Oh, my Facebook groups, six. I get paid on Facebook from people who want to advertise in my groups. Um, my hair group, people pay me to advertise. I also charge to advertise in Gregory's Choice, and companies pay me to post jobs. I hate the way my lip look. I can't wait till it all the way heal. It's taking forever. Hey, Miss Lisa, my vanilla peach. Look into savings bonds, peach. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Do y'all have any more investment opportunities? I gotta cover this. I'm gonna go in my house. Hold on. But I'm still here. And done with my drywall. My ceiling had crashed, y'all. Okay. Thank you. That's me and my realtor friend. We were talking about buying from Lennar. She's talking about their houses is so raggedy. But I don't know. We done had a lot of issues in this, and this is new construction. All right, we in the garage. Try to get my charger. Um, I commend your posts. I commented on your post about them. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go look. Cause I'm trying to figure this out. I need to get in my bed. I want to make sure my kid's straight. And I'm straight. I ain't going back, bro. I ain't going back, bro. It ain't no going, bro. Hey, Scratch Queen. Hey, Wilson's for real. What are y'all investing in? Do any of y'all have investing accounts? Where do they offer saving bonds at now? Yeah, educate us. Educate us. I'm literally illiterate when it comes to this. My financial literacy skills are not up to par. And y'all, I love acting dumb when I don't know something. Like even if I only know a little bit, I'm gonna act like I don't know nothing because you can learn more. My cousin taught me that. That's my advice to y'all. It is better to act like you know nothing and learn it all versus act like you know it all and learn nothing. Okay? Me too, I want to learn to invest. We're gonna figure this out, Peach Patch. We in this together, okay? I'ma share what I know, y'all share what you know. We're gonna be great. Did you get rid of the flies? Yes. Yes, we did. I did a video. I just never edited it. Of the exterminator. The exterminator came. We do have like flies come in every now and again. I will show y'all my fly trap, but then y'all will see like the outside, and I want to show y'all that. But we did. Sometimes we might get a little couple stragglers. Like the other night, I made a YouTube video. It's on my TikTok already, but I gotta edit the longer version of me frying chicken, the baked beans, and the rice. And that video, it was like 4 flies in the house that just wouldn't leave. I was like, really? And it's a fly right now flying around, but it's not bad. We have a 529 college savings account for our kids offered through the state treasurer's office. Did you make more Sam's Club videos? Okay. You saw that. I gotta upload the longer version. I have to edit. But I've been recording. The other day, I went to Walmart. I did a video on Walmart, and some subscribers came up to me. They was like, "That's Peach. That's the girl from Facebook that's making the money on YouTube now." It was so funny. And then I came home and I did the cooking video. So I just haven't edited yet. I'm being so lazy when it comes to editing, man. It's sad, but I'm gonna get out of this. March 1st, new month, new goals. Can't be around here playing. What's y'all saving strategy? How do y'all save money? Because I asked this on Facebook and not too many people answered it. And if they did answer, they said stupid stuff like, I give my husband my money. I ain't giving my husband my money. He ain't getting no. All right, so that one is out of the question. I'm not giving nobody my money to hold for me. And then some people's like, oh, the money you save when you coupon at Target, save it. It's like, girl, I don't be using no coupons at Target. I have a shopping addiction. So what's y'all saving strategy? How do y'all save y'all money? Because I need to learn how to save. I make a lot of money, but I spend a lot of money. I say I'm going to not go to the casino, as much. I thought I lost my money the last time. I ain't been back, but I want to go. If you go on Hard Rock Casino page, I need to unfollow them. They've been posting. Some lady won. One man, he won 300 and something $1,000 on the gambling table. Somebody else won 100 grand off a $1.20 bet. I don't be winning no 100 grand. Somebody else won 56,000 off a $20 bet. So it just had me wanting to get up and run a casino, but I still ain't been. I said I was gonna go today. I had took out $500. I said I'm gonna go to the casino, but then after I watched that video and I'm like, $5 a day I could be saving for my kids' future. Yeah. She said I saved thousands couponing, but do you save the money? What do you do with the money? Do you save the money? I used to coupon and sell diapers and spend the money. You ain't supposed to sell the stuff you coupon for, but I used to sell my diapers. I would go and they hated me in Tampa. The girls in Tampa, they hate us. They hate me, okay? Because one thing about Peaches, she gonna make us some money. So I used to go, they had regular jobs. I ain't work no job. So while they at work, I go and I get all the diapers. I got me, daddy, my brother, and my cousin coming in the store with me. We finna clear shelves, okay? So we'll go get all the diapers, and then we would come back to my grandma's house, and I would sell my diapers, and I would make a minimum of $1,600 every single day that I did this selling diapers. But then I would still go spend the money. Might go, get some shoes, pay some bills, go out to eat. That's where mostly all my money go. I love eating out. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't have to have my hair done. Eating out, I don't care how much it costs. The bill could be $200. I had a good time. And that's so dumb. Daddy be like, you cannot see what you ate. Like, after you eat it, you don't see it. Go buy you some clothes. I be like, boy, leave me alone. I can't even fit the clothes after I buy them how much I eat. Yes, I tell myself I don't have self-discipline. I tell everybody I don't. I got to learn that. And that was some good advice I got from one chosen one. They was like, well, Peaches, first you have to have a disciplined mindset. And I'm like, well, how you get one of those? How you get a disciplined mindset when it comes to financial stuff? And he like, you tell yourself what you are trying to do, your goals is more important than this temporary stuff you finna buy. Then I also seen a video, it said, instead of you going to buy, those new Jordans, invest in stocks. Buy stocks for Jordans. Instead of you going to get that new iPhone, go buy stocks in Apple. I was like, okay, that sounds smart. That sounds doable. Let me read y'all comments. Hold on. Cause y'all dropping some gems. You say, I'm interested in learning more about investing in an IRA. You look so pretty, Peach. Your skin so clear. Thank you, girl. It's just this lip. The lip is busted. I'm gonna learn more, and I'm gonna be teaching y'all what I learned. So we gonna learn together. Hold on. Scratch Queen say, I put my money up and just work with what I leave myself in my wallet for the week. Just tell yourself you don't have it. I'm going to try that. Daddy had gave me some money, and I was going to put it in the bank. And I was like, I'm just going to keep this. This is going to be my money for the month. And he was like, it could be your weekend money, but you need to save some of it. Put half of it in the bank. And I was like, okay, and it ain't never make it to the bank. I went to Walmart and I spent $150. It never made it to the to the bank. Hey Peach, so glad I'm catching you live. First time watcher, live watcher. Y'all know if you from Tampa, I don't know if they got Y94.1 in other places, but when people used to call and they be like, I'm a first time caller, they say first time caller. Yeah, I always wanted to do that. So that was my moment to shine. Trying to read all this. When I save money, I have a bank account separate from my checking account, and this separate bank account is another bank across town. So that way it's not convenient for me to even touch the money. That sounds smart. My problem is I probably moved the money. I had put some money in my savings account, and then 2 days later I took it out. I was like, girl, you didn't even need that. So I'm trying to work on that. I paid my credit card down, so I have no balance on my credit card. And then I'm gonna work on only spending 1% instead of normally, 10%, 30%. I'm only gonna try to spend 1%, like have 1% on my statement closing date. You gotta look at statement closing dates. Don't focus so much on your due date. That's the mistake a lot of us make. So we wanna pay the bill down by our due date to 30%, 10%, 1%, right? But instead, you really wanna pay it down by your closing date, 2 or 3 days before your closing date, because your closing date is the date that they're closing that statement, and that's what they're gonna report to the credit bureaus, not what you paid on your due date. So focus on your closing date. Everybody pull out y'all credit card bills and look for statement closing date, and the date 2 or 3 days before that, that's the date you really want to make sure that card is paid down. It's okay to max your cards out too, as long as you can pay it back immediately. Like some people, they just max them out and keep maxing them out. And then when buying a house, you need to let your money sit for 30 days, at least your down payment. So if you know you're going to need $10,000 down for your good faith money and all that stuff, put it in the bank and leave it for 3 months and don't touch it. So I've been working on all that. I've been playing with different scenarios, trying to figure out what option I want to take, because houses in Hillsborough County, period, not just Tampa, the size house that I want, they're around 300,000 right now. Even in the projects, like my grandma and them, y'all seen the tour of the outside projects where I grew up. Those homes over there, when they first built them, they was like 100 to $150,000. Like even the 5 bedrooms, they got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 150,000. Them houses is selling for $250,000, and it's technically still in the projects. It's mixed use, but people over there own public housing, and then you over here in this $250,000 house, and the person in the house next to you, they rent is $60 a month. It's like, nah, I ain't trying to pay $250 for that. And even where my great aunt stay, she bought her house 20 something years ago. Her house was $46,000 when she bought it, and she paid it off. They just sent her, which I'm mad at my grandma, because I told my grandma to make sure y'all homestead. Since I got in real estate in 2014, I've been telling everybody, make sure you homestead. They said, oh, we homestead, we been did that. Got the little thing saying that the property value increased to $126,000 based on the area and all that stuff. And now her taxes are going up, property taxes going up, and they never homestead. This lady been living in this house for over 20 years, and y'all never did a homestead. Like, that's insane. So if you own your home, your primary home, or the home that costs the most money, it's supposed to be your primary home, but people be picking the house that costs the most. Homestead. Let me read these comments. Sorry, y'all. You say, I would consult with a stockbroker and create a portfolio with your goal. Thank you. I'm going to look into that. Hey, Peach, so glad I'm catching you live for the first time. You have some of the best information. Hey, first time live or watcher. What should I say? First time watcher or first time live catcher? First time live catcher, first time. That's what I'm going to say. Get a safe and put it at your mom's house. I wouldn't dare put no money at my mama's house. Girl, do you know who my mama is? My mama would spend my money. Okay? I'm not giving nobody my money. Nobody. My money is gonna be my money. The only person who's gonna spend my money gonna be me. If I mess it up, I'ma just cry and be like, I shouldn't have did that, and then we're gonna try again. I ain't giving nobody my money. The bank's lucky to get it. You really have to have self-control, but I love to see my money stacking up. So putting it away and then counting it, what I save for the month, is so much satisfying than spending it. I'm gonna try that. How much is your one-on-ones? My one-on-ones is $300 for 1 hour, $550 for 2 hours. Hello, Peach. I'm trying to see how I can buy a house with a credit score of 500. Can you help me? You need to improve your credit score. So for those of you who want to buy houses for the first time, especially if you have kids under age 18, you might want to look into Habitat for Humanity. They sell houses. They don't only do them in the hood. They put them everywhere, and they accept a certain amount of families a year, and your house mortgage will be less than $1,000 if you go through Habitat for Humanity. There are income restrictions, and it doesn't matter if you only get Social Security disability. A lot of people reach out to me and they want to buy a house, but they only get Social Security disability. Yes, you can buy a house even if your only income is Social Security disability. Habitat for Humanity would be a great start because it'll be more affordable, and they love helping families that have disabilities. That's like one of their little passions. You do have to do some hours to help build that house, but your mortgage gonna be cheap. I have a family member, they just bought a Habitat for Humanity house, and their mortgage is $749 for a 4.2. So that is an option. Another thing you want to do is look into your first-time home buyers program. They have programs like NARCA. Here we have the city of Tampa has a program that gives out 15,000, but it must be in the city of Tampa. They might be 30,000 now. They used to be 30. And then Hillsborough County gives out 15,000. And then sometimes you have Florida bond. If you're in Florida, and different states have their own bond programs where they'll give you like 7,000. They were doing hardest hits, where if you bought in the hardest hit counties, they were giving like 15,000 instead of 14,000, instead of the traditional 7,000. So it's a lot of options. Most of the time, to get access to, my favorite, if you want to buy a house, look into the USDA loan products. They build houses in rural areas. So like, they finance people who buy houses in rural areas. So if you move in like the country, you can get you a brand new construction home and literally move in for $50 because you ain't got to put no money down. They give you all the down payment money. Your mortgage going to be nice. In Tampa, Hillsborough County, we still have some areas that are considered rural, even though they are like developing. Like Seffner is considered a rural area. Some parts of Seffner, you just ask, do they have USDA financing available? Wild Mama, still USDA. Sun City, certain parts. Ruskin, certain parts. Thank you so much for the information. My pleasure. Just look up your first-time home buyers program. Just Google it for your area. In Tampa, we have Salita's House, which I hate them. When I first got into real estate, I sent them over 200 people from Facebook because I'm really popular. And I had no clue that they were realtors. So the realtors, I would send them people. It was my fault too, though. I would send them people and they would go there to take the first time home buyers class. But after they took the class, the people would tell them in order for the financing to work, they got to use them as realtors. So my clients was buying houses with them instead of me. Now, I do take accountability because, like I said, in real estate, I was not following up with people, baby. I'm not finna keep calling you. I done told you what you need to fix. Go fix it and call me when it's fixed. It don't work like that. That's why the other girl that made $441,000 last year is better than me because she gonna call you. She gonna make sure you did such and such. Okay, you that like she gonna follow up with you. I'm not, and I think it was because I was used to fast money. But look at your first time home buyers class. They all offer down payment assistance program. What else I want to tell y'all? I like NARCA. NARCA is really good. And you can take your first time home buyers class online. All it does, it goes over like property taxes, credit. Sometimes they even offer credit counseling for as low as $25. Well, they'll help you repair your credit for $25 per session. Also, it's good to go into a credit union, whoever you bank with, and just speak with the mortgage department. You can apply, they'll deny you, but they'll tell you what you have to fix. Realtors normally have some knowledge of credit repair, not all of them, but some, so they can tell you what you need to fix. But really, the lenders can fix your credit. They could pull your credit report. They're gonna say, "Oh, you need to pay this car off to buy this house. You got $6,000 you owe on this car. Pay this car off. You need to get you a credit card and use the credit card for 3 months. Make sure you pay on time. And with your student loan, bring it out of deferment. A lot of times your student loan hurts your debt to income ratio. Bring your student loan out of deferment. And once you bring your student loan out of deferment and get on a payment plan with them, let's say you bring it out of deferment and they say you got to pay them $50 a month, but the student loan $50,000, that's what's hurting you. Bring it out of deferment, pay your $50 a month for 3 months. You'll be eligible to buy that house. Once you close, put it back into deferment. Stuff like that. Some people even do amended tax returns to buy their house. A lot of self-employed people, they'll do a lot of write-offs. So then when it's time to buy a house, they can't because they don't wrote off so much of their income. It's like you ain't got no money. So they'll do an amended return just to buy the house, and then they buy their house, and the next year they're gonna write everything off again. But research for yourself. This is not like advice as me as an expert. I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all some information. I don't need nobody trying to sue me. I bank with 3 different credit unions, and one is strictly savings, the other one is strictly for bills, and the one is for leisure. It helps me. I'm gonna look into doing that. Great program. I'm currently in the program with Habitat. Yeah, they ain't picked me. When I signed up for Habitat for Humanity, they ain't picked me. So I just said, forget it. God got something else for me. But it is a good program. You do have to do some hours and help build your house, but it's a good program. I heard you can't sell your house like traditionally. When you sell your house, you got to sell it to another Habitat for Humanity participant. I don't know. Thank you so much. My pleasure. So do you know anyone to go through to help me with my credit? I offer a do-it-yourself credit repair kit for $5. It's a great place to start. But after that, I don't plug companies. They don't pay me to promote them, so I don't promote companies. But you can look for local credit repair people in your city. You can look on Instagram. You can go to the bank. I say start with the banks. They're going to help you for free. A regular, because we don't get paid in real estate. The lender don't get paid till you buy your house. Like your mortgage loan officer, they don't get paid till you close. Your realtor don't get paid till you close. So we all want to see you win. But you also want to get your credit score up. Normally you need to be at, some people will sell at 550. You could buy a house, but the interest rate gonna be ridiculous and you probably gonna go into foreclosure. It's good to wait till you're at a 640 to buy. And your debt to income ratio need to be what? Ooh, I'm rusty. I think it's a 30%, 70-30. You sound like an expert to me. You're very knowledgeable. I ain't trying to get sued. But Peach, I heard that Habitat homes won't ever belong to you, that if you die, you can't leave it to your children. I heard that too. But it's a good start. It's a good start. You could sell the home and then go buy you another home. But I don't know about that. Like I said, I never bought a Habitat for Humanity home, but it's a good start. People buy them. And you don't have to stay in your same house. You could always sell. So like you could start off with a Habitat for Humanity house. You got a mortgage. It's going to look real good. You pay consistently. Stay there for 3 years. Some programs, sometimes when you take down payment assistance money, you have to not sell the house for 2 years. Sometimes it's 7 years. They all have their own different terms. You can't rent it or sell it within that time frame, or you're going to have to pay them their money back. You could do it, but then you have to pay them their money back. Normally, after 2 years, depending on the program, or 7 years, it's free. You don't got to pay the money back because you stayed there that long. After that, you can rent it out or sell it. What a lot of people will do, even one of my friends that's a realtor, she owned 3 properties now. She bought her first house over in Riverview Terrace. When they were first built, they were giving them away like hotcakes because nobody wanted to move over there. It's like, girl, it's the projects. So she bought her first house there. After she lived there for 2 years, she had to stay in it for 2 years before she could rent or sell. After 2 years of living there and paying her mortgage on time, she ended up renting it out, putting it on Section 8 because that's who desired to live in that area. Now, not so much as gentrifying. She put it on Section 8. She got top dollar for the house. It's a 5-bedroom house. She took that rental income and her good credit score and bought her house out in Riverview. She bought her house, and then her and her husband purchased land, cash money, in Zephyr Hills. So she got her 2 houses and some land, but she started off with that house in an undesirable area. Sometimes you have to plan out the process. A lot of us, myself included, a lot of us, we just want to get that big ass house with the pool and the good grass and all that immediately. And sometimes we can't do it like that. Even one of my Facebook friends, she's a mortgage loan officer. She got her first place. It was a townhome because she couldn't afford a single family home with her income or her credit. She got her $100,000 townhome. Right after that, property value in the area increased in like 6 months because Tampa is increasing so much to live here. Oh, y'all go ahead and hit a like for me. We only at 75 likes. Go ahead. If you liking the information I'm dropping, you want me to do more of these kind of conversations, hit a like. If you're not a hater, hit a like. Go ahead. Let's get your girl to 150 likes. Go like. Let's go. I can't get jiggy with Dave Ramsey. People always like, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book is not relatable to me. Y'all got to remember, we was just talking about this on Facebook last week. I am an African American girl from the projects, single family home. My mama was on public housing. My daddy was absent. My mama got Section 8. Everybody in my family was either on Section 8 or public housing. I didn't really know anybody that owned a home outside of my auntie. Nobody in my family owned a home. Listening to Dave Ramsey talk about his one daddy that spent all his money, and then he go to his real daddy that used to spend all the money. Then his other daddy had savings and all this, his little stepdaddy. That shit don't relate to me. Books that relate to me are books about people who came from the projects, that sold dope, that went to prison, that came home, took that hustle, that same hustle, turned it into $1 million business, and they millionaires and they doing stuff legally. I follow somebody, I will plug him because I'm a big fan of his. His name is Mr. Beautiful Hair, Mr. Beautiful Homes, Mr. Beautiful Construction. Go follow him, go check him out. He got a book that you can read that talk about his life. I follow Kenny Russian. He from Tampa, love him. He not from Tampa, but he live in Tampa, love him. Facebook friend. He's friends with my uncle. I like their stories, their success stories. They are millionaires, multimillionaires. Mr. Beautiful for Hair for You went to prison for selling dope, came home, started selling hair. And his hair, he did it just like dope. Instead of it being kilos of cocaine, he got kilos of hair. He started opening up hair salons all throughout Florida, selling bundles. He got the trucks, the cars that say Mr. Beautiful Hair, in the business name. After that, he started doing construction on homes. He started selling homes and all that stuff. But you are doing it now, breaking in curses. It's all about knowledge up. I like them. Like, they're more relatable to me. I can understand them. It's not boring. Dave Ramsey, for me, is boring. Like, I can't get jiggy with it. I don't like the way he talk. I don't like the conversation. I like talking and listening to people who are just like real, authentic, come from where I come from, got out of what I got out of, and they're relatable to me. So, yeah, I ain't see that. I ain't have nobody on the weekends I go spend time with that got money that's teaching me about credit. I will say this. I do have an uncle that is a millionaire, and when I was 18 years old, he did pull me aside, and he said, and this on my daddy's side, he said, Peaches, you 18 years old now, you got good credit, always pay your credit card bills on time. Don't let none of these little knuckleheads trick you into using your credit cards and ruin your credit. He said, I'm a felon. But when I go to the bank, they don't care that I'm a felon. I can get whatever I want out of the bank. I can still go buy me a house, even though I'm a felon. Like, even if you mess up your life like that, never mess up your credit. And I was like, okay. Then my dumb stuff, baby. I got a Macy's card. I got me T-Mobile phone. I got me a J.C. Penney's card. I got me a Visa card. I had every kind of credit card, and swipe. swipe it every day. What you want, throw it in the back. My credit card gon' pay. Just swiping my little heart out. Daddy want an outfit for the bar. Here you go. My best friend want clothes. Here you go. 18 years old. That much power. And ruined my credit. First, I was paying them on time until I was like 19, maybe 20. After that, I just stopped caring. I was like, whatever. Then I learned about doing things the wrong way, which you might think you getting away with stuff, but you're not. It's gonna hunt you later. So like I learned about like payday loans. And then I learned my mama taught first I got a payday loan from M. Scott for $100. They start you off at 100, at least back in the day. Started me off with 100. I paid it back every time. Every Wednesday, I pay it back. Thursday, I go get it again because I'm broke. Get it again, pay it back. And then finally, they was like, hey, we're going to increase your limit. I think they increased me either to 250 or 500. I don't remember. It was years ago. And I had got it. And I was going to pay them back like I've been doing. My mama said, girl, you ain't got to pay them back. All you got to do is call your bank, put a stop on the check. It's $25 and keep the money. Thought I was getting away with something, baby. I stopped the check, paid the $25 stop check fee, kept the money like I ain't got to pay M. Scott no more. Guess what? To this day, I could never get a payday loan from M. Scott. To this day, if I needed the money desperately, could never get a payday loan from M. Scott. Now, I'm also mad at myself because I ain't had no business getting payday loans from M. Scott, because if I would have been as knowledgeable as I am now, I would have known, baby, I can go get me a $10,000 credit card. I could go get me a personal loan from the bank for $30,000. Like, I ain't know that back then, and nobody in my family ain't know that. Probably just my uncle, but he busy. He don't talk to us like that. Like, you see him, you talk to him. Other than that, he ain't gonna, give you no advice. So I had to learn a lot of things the hard way, which is why I educate people constantly about this kind of stuff. Don't go get payday loans. Even if you look in the hood, me and Daddy talk about this all the time. And it's crazy because it's on that movie, Boys in the Hood, when they had that part when he's like, when you look around here, ain't nothing but check cashing and liquor stores. I swear to you, that is true. In the hood in Tampa, ain't nothing but check cashing and liquor stores. Out here in the suburbs, in the white area, no offense to the vanilla peaches, it's just the way it is. In Tampa, it is like that. Over here, baby, if I was to drive down the street, you'll see GTE, Suncoast, Navy Federal, Wells Fargo, all on the same street. Literally, Suncoast and GTE right here in the same plaza. You come over here, Wells Fargo, they ain't got no Bank of America, Bank of something else. Like, it's a bunch of banks right here. A bunch of banks. You don't see no check cashing place. They only got one M. Scott. In this whole area, one M. Scott where I'm at. In Tampa, baby, it's the M. Scott on every block. Every block. You keep the M. Scott, M. Scott, M. Scott, every block. So we're trained this way. We're not trained to go to the bank to get personal loans. We're not trained to go and get credit cards, $10,000 credit limit. Shout out to Navy Federal. But you're not trained that. You even not really trained to go to credit unions. You trained to go get a bank. It's a very racial bias, always have been. I can agree with that. But it's your job, once you become an adult, to educate yourself on this. Not to say that it's going to help so much, because there still is redlining and all that kind of stuff, So it still could be difficult to qualify for loans. But I will say, a lot of my Facebook friends, since I've been on Facebook educating people, even stuff I haven't done myself and just sharing my knowledge, a lot of my Facebook friends, at least 80 of them, have bought homes. A lot of my Facebook friends now have credit cards. Even when you owe the bank, I always tell people, I need to make that post now because it's tax season. When you owe the banks, they put you in telechecks. Now it's hard to open up bank accounts. Pay the bank back. Girl, you owe them $90. You up here steady using prepaid cards because you don't want to give these people $90. Go get them their $90. Go get them their $500 and just start making right. Just start making right. Go get you a secured credit card, your credit bag. Go get you a couple secured credit cards. I had got $1,000 secured credit card to start rebuilding my credit. And then one of my friends was like, no, girl, go get you 5 secured credit cards for $200 each. That's going to help you faster. And they all going to be reporting, have multiple lines of revolving credit reporting. So I had went and did that, and it helped tremendously. But let me read this. Peaches, I just learned from a sibling about secured shared loans and credit unions. Yeah, with secured loans, what you could do is, I just did this recent. Go ahead, go get you a secured loan for $1,000 from the credit union. Banks do this too, but I like credit unions. Once you get your secured loan, the next day, so a secured loan, for those of you who don't know, it is when you take your own money because your credit is bad. Nobody can't trust you because you've been running off on the plug. Think you getting away with stuff. Nobody don't trust your behind no more, okay? So you got to put your own money up front, and then they give you your own money back, but they hold your money as a deposit. You still got to pay. Like, you got to give it to them and act like you didn't, because you still got to pay your bill. A lot of people like, I got the money there. They better take it out that money. No, they don't take it out that money, okay? So go get a bank $1,000 secured loan. I know you like, girl, $1,000. You got it. You got your you got it. You got your check. You got it. Go get them $1,000. So when you go apply for the secured loan, make sure that money is in your savings account or checking account, depending on how your bank operate. They're gonna move that $1,000 over to your secured loan. The next day, like today, Monday, if you do this today, Tuesday, they will release that $1,000 back to you. Now that you got your money back, wait 3 days and then go get them $900 back, or $990. Go get them $900 back. Now, when you pay that $900 back, the next day they're gonna give you your $900 back. Now you only owe them $100. Now that you owe them $100, pay them $10 every month for the rest of the loan. And they're gonna be reporting that, and your debt to income ratio gonna go down. Your credit utilization is gonna go down, because now instead of you owing them $1,000 and it's maxed out, you only owe them $100, which is 10% of that $1,000 loan, and you got all your money back. So now you can spend that money, that other $900, on your bills or whatever, put it back in your savings, whatever you want to do, and just pay that $10. But it's still gonna say it's $1,000 loan. Instead of doing title loans, go try to get a personal loan first. I hate we are even trained to even think getting debit of any kind is okay, whether it comes from a reputable bank or a payday loan. I wish we was taught at an early age to be in debit with nobody. I used to be a cash kind of person, but you do need to have some debit, because you never know if you're going to need a loan. If you don't have credit, let's say you don't got no credit, you just using cash, buying your cars cash, everything cash, no credit cards, because you got it like that. And then one day you go broke. Your car old, when they want to do, when you want to get a loan and they need collateral because you ain't got no credit, like a personal loan or something, you ain't got no credit, they want something to put up as collateral, whether it's your car, a house, something. If you don't own no house, if you ain't got no car that's like, what is it? Somebody comment down below. Is it 4 years or 5 years old? They don't go that far back. It might be 3 or 4 years long. Oh, if the car old, like you got a 10-year-old car that you bought cash, you're not gonna be able to put that up as collateral to get a loan. Then you just screwed. Now you might be out here doing things that are illegal or unethical, or going homeless and getting evicted because you can't go to the bank because you ain't got no credit history. So I think it's good to have both. It's good to have credit history. You can keep that utilization down to 1% in case you ever do need the help. I remember I had $150,000 in cash in the bank, and I could not get a loan from anybody. I couldn't get approved for a car, nothing, because my credit was bad. I didn't have no credit history. I had to learn about credit, and then the little credit I did have was fucked up. I had to go fix it. They set up these environments for us to feel it's sad. They did, but now you grown. You can go educate yourself. You can go educate your kids. You can empower yourself. I don't know anything about Roth RAs. I ain't finna sit up here and act like I do. I know nothing. But now I know they planted the seed. When I watched that Breakfast Club interview, the seed was planted. Now I want to learn more. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go read books. I'm going to go ask other people. I'm going to go to the bank and see if they can give me some education. I'm going to look online on the websites they're telling me to go buy this stuff from and educate myself. Then I'm going to come back to my community and I'm going to educate my community. I never keep anything to myself. And that's the thing with black people. No offense to y'all, but y'all already know that. They say black people are crabs in a bucket. My slogan is be a sponge. Soak up all the information and then squeeze it back into your community when you can. Give it back to others when you can. And my family, when some of my family members bought a house, because people in my family been buying houses lately, they ain't tell nobody who they realtor is. You like, how you bought your house? Oh, I just had went and bought it. They won't tell you, oh, I went to such and such real estate. I got my credit repaired by such and such. I had to go to this first time education class. They won't tell you shit. That's how a lot of people are, which is how you stay stuck. If you know anything that can help your peers, your family, your co-workers, anybody, you should tell them. You should educate them. It's not hard to make a Facebook post and say, hey, I just found out blah, 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 and plant a seed into somebody else's head, and they might go researching and be more successful than you. That's what I've been doing most of my life. But don't keep blaming it on your past. Don't keep blaming nobody taught me. It's so much shit I ain't learned that I've had to learn as an adult on my own. The resources are out there. Start reading books. I'll never forget. It was a post my sister showed me years ago. My oldest sister on my daddy's side, and it was from a white man. He said, "Dear white people," y'all could probably find it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It said, "Dear white people, keep hiding your information in books. Black people don't read." After that, I wanted to read every book I could get my hands on. To this day, I love books. I read a new book at least every single week because it's so much information in books. A lot of times, y'all don't want to spend the time reading a book. You can listen to audio books. It's so much stuff you could do to empower your brain, or you could just get in Facebook groups. I'm in over 100 Facebook groups. Anything I want to do, like right now, I want to make sure I'm saving money. I joined 3 saving money Facebook groups this morning. I'm in a Navy Federal group. I'm banking with Navy Federal, so I want to learn more. How can I, get up, $25,000 credit card, $50,000 credit card like these other folks. So I'm in that group so I can learn. I'm in credit repair groups. I'm in hair groups. Anything I'm interested in, I'm in a group for it. So you can educate yourself and be around like-minded individuals. Let me read the rest of these comments. Sorry, y'all, I'll just be talking sometimes. Dave Ramsey talk a lot about Ross. I don't like him though. I need somebody that's relatable. I'm gonna check out the Earn Your Leisure podcast because I haven't been watching them. I just got hip to who they are, so I'm gonna look into them. Check out Wall Street Trapper and Earn Your Leisure. See, she put Earn Your Leisure. I'm gonna check out Wall Street Trapper. Never heard of them. They are knowledgeable when it comes to stocks. Thank you. The key is having an investment mindset. Most people are not willing to let their money sit and grow. I can agree. I'm so happy I found your page. I'm happy to hear that. True, and the majority of these businesses in the hood are not black owned. Oh, that's a big fact. Kenny Rushing, the man I mentioned earlier, he actually opened up one of it's not the first black owned gas stations and convenience stores, but another black owned convenience store and stuff. But he did partner with some. No offense to people that's Arabs, but we call them Arabs where I'm from. I'm not trying to offend y'all. That's just how we talk. But he partnered with an Arab family and they taught him about opening a convenience store. Y'all know what I want to have. Daddy think I'm crazy. I've been saying this for years. I want a plaza. And in that plaza, I want to have me a gas station, a nail salon, a hair salon, a laundromat, and a meat store. I really want my own meat store. The meat store I shop at, Eliana's, is owned by a woman. It was really owned by her husband, but he got deported, and she been owning it since. And she run it. She get back there and she cut up the meat and everything. Like, they're very successful Hispanic family. So I'm like, I want a meat store. I would love a black-owned meat store. We don't got none to my knowledge in Tampa. Also, I would love a laundromat. I love laundromats. I do, especially clean laundromats that got internet. Like, it's a laundromat I went to in Tampa. It's owned by a Chinese man, and it's the cleanest laundromat I have ever been to. They got free Wi-Fi. They got coffee. Like, it's real bougie. I want a laundromat like that. Hold on. Peaches, what about rent-to-own homes? Will you do a segment on that as well? I'm not knowledgeable in rent-to-own homes. I know it is a program. I cannot think of it. It's American something at home. But they let you pick any home you want and they go buy it for you. But I can't think of the name of it. I got to look. It's American something. Hey, Peaches, you brighten up my day. I'm happy to hear that. Thanks for the info. Keep your eyes on the closing statement. Not going to push myself to pay off stuff opposed to just spending it. Yeah, pay it off. Hey, Peach, I'm in bed sick. Nice to see you. Hey, better late than broke. That's my favorite subscriber name. I love when she comments. I'm like, better late than broke. I think that's a nice name. I've always dealt with credit unions and never knew why, but they are very beneficial to establishing credit. I want to explore the IRA Roths because I heard that's where it's at. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to learn together. Yes, both my children myself have accounts with Navy Federal. I love them. You plant many seeds, Peach. Thank you. My pleasure. Yes, I'm learning new things. I have so many things and my goals I want to achieve. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. My pleasure. And it's so possible. Y'all start looking at people who already doing what you do. Yesterday in my class, one of my students, I asked her to name a channel that's similar to hers, that's already like doing what she want to do. She was like, oh, it's nobody that's doing it. Like, it's other channels I watch that, I like, they're inspirational, but they're nothing like my channel, da-da-da-da. I'm like, girl, it's nothing new under the sun. Like, I don't give a care what you want to do. It's nothing new under the sun. Somebody is already successfully doing it. Instead of being so big-headed and thinking, oh, I'm the first to ever do this, find somebody who is already doing it and study them. Stop making it harder on yourself. You can be the first to be better than them. You can. But there's already people successful in the area that you want to be in. Study them so you can do what they do and you can be better than them. You could be getting along faster. A lot of times we make things harder for ourselves because we want to feel like we the first, or I ain't copying nobody. Everybody's copying everybody. Baby, sleep. All things that you talked about, I'm interested in. I would like to start a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure what I have to offer is good enough. That's the problem. You have to work on your confidence, and you'll get more confident. I was talking to myself about this in the car this morning. I was like, when you become successful, the more success you have, the more confident you're gonna be. For those of you who have been watching me from the beginning of time, I'm sure y'all see a whole nother Peaches. Like, I used to be on here crying a lot. I had my own self-esteem issues that I was working through. Even people be like, Peaches, you changed. It's not the same girl I met. Of course I've changed. The more success you have, you're going to get more and more confident. You're going to start believing in yourself more. Other people are going to believe in you more. You're going to continue to develop. But right now, just start lying to yourself and telling yourself you're great. You could do this. What makes Peach better than Destiny? I think that was your name. Let me see. I think that was, yep, Destiny. So what makes me better than you? I'm not better than you. It's nothing supernatural about me. We possess all of the same qualities. We might, be talented in different ways, but if I could do this, you can do it too. Don't be jealous. Don't be envious. Follow the blueprint that I have laid out and that the ones before me have laid out, because it's nothing new under the sun. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I sit and I study people. I will sit and I will study a person for a week, a month, depending on how interested I am in that level of success. I sit back and I study because I know you'll be an idiot to think that you the first person doing something. Even if, like, okay, we could say like Tesla, that's a new kind of car. I'm sure he studied the other engineers who made cars before him. It's already somebody doing something that you did. Even with the iPhone, there was other phones before this phone. They had to study. Everybody got to study the people before them. It makes the journey easier. Facebook successful because of MySpace. Instagram successful because of Facebook. TikTok successful because of Snapchat. Like, it was already other people successful before them. Now, Instagram got reels because of TikTok. They're copying TikTok. Everybody's copying everybody. McDonald's started selling coffee because Starbucks made so much money. You make it harder on yourself when you don't know who your competition is or your inspiration is. I say competition. Some people don't like that word. So me, I pick 3 people every single week that I aspire to be like or that I want to compete with. And then I study those 3 people and I make sure that I'm better than them. Or if I'm not better than them, because sometimes I'm not, I have big goals. I love B Love's life. I would love to reach her level of success and make $1.3 million minimum every year on YouTube, minimum. And she done made millions off of her sauce. I would love to be successful like her, right? But she posts every single day at 8 a.m. She didn't miss a day of posting for 2 straight years. Look at me. I ain't posting every day. I'm missing days, and I just started. I ain't even been doing this for a whole year, and I'm missing days. I'm missing weeks. How can I want her level of success if I'm not willing to put in that level of work? Ask yourself that. And now that I know, okay, this is an issue, let me correct the issue. It's that simple. You see somebody that you watch and you love, that you like, I love their success. I love their rawness. Be raw, be real, be true to who you are. You see somebody, I'm trying to think of some examples that I could give y'all, okay? Like even with owning a business, even when I owned my waist training business, I had 3 competitors. I sat there and I studied them every Sunday. I spent my entire Sunday studying them. I would look at their website, what new products they got, what are their current bestsellers, what reviews are people leaving on the websites. I would go through their Instagram comments and read what are people complaining about. I'm seeing people say, "Hey, I've been calling y'all for 2 days. Y'all did not get back to me. Y'all said y'all return calls in 48 hours. Y'all ain't respond back to me, blah, 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 blah." I read the comments. Okay, so they struggling with answering the phone. Let me make sure I always answer my phone. Boom, I'm already beating them. If I already answer my phone, I already win. Then there's somebody like, y'all don't never respond to my DMs. Boom, if I always respond to my DMs, I already win. Stop making things harder. And then if they're just great, their best-selling product is a butt lifter. Everybody raving about their butt lifter. Let me go get this same butt lifter. If somebody, you want to be a top hairstylist and somebody in your town is doing the best feed-in braids, why not learn how to do feed-in braids? You start advertising your feed and braids. You like, I could do feed and braids better than them. Well, what are they promoting? How many times are they posting? Even with YouTube. Oh, I want to beat Peach. I want to be like Peach. I posted this month. I did bad. The last 30 days, I only posted 21 videos. If you want to beat me, post 22. Post 22. But if it was me, I'd post 40, 42 because I'm that competitive. Like, if I want to win, that's how hard I'm going to go. Let me get back to reading y'all comments. Sorry, y'all. Thank you. What is your Facebook for Florida employment resources? I'm not plugging my group on here. I don't want all y'all to come in my group being nosy. Write me on Facebook or Instagram and I'll give it to you. I agree. Since I've seen your first video, I have seen you grow into this person you are. May God continue blessing you. And I've always been this person. I have been confident before. But when you take losses, when you lose stuff, you're going to lose your confidence. Shout out to who sent me a super chat. E-King, you are so encouraging. Thanks for dropping gems on this lovely Monday. Hey, thank you for the super chat. I don't get super chats no more. That's why I don't be going live like that. Thank you, E-King. I wasn't even looking forward to a super chat because I just don't think I'm going to get them no more. But what I was saying, hold on. I'm trying to find that comment again. Oh, okay. So when you take losses in life, it's going to hurt your confidence. I was talking to myself this morning after I dropped my oldest son off to school. I talk to myself a lot about that. Like, the more you win, you're going to be like, oh, I really can do this. I could do this. Oh, shoot, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, now I know I could do this. You're going to get more and more confident, sometimes even cocky. But then when you start taking losses, it's going to hurt your confidence. Like, I thought I could do this and I can't. It creates self-doubt. So if you take a bunch of losses, you start to doubt yourself, and that successful person that you once were disappears. So you think, but it's still down there internally. You still have to see your value even with the losses. Even though I've took so many losses in life, I'm still valuable because I learned from the losses and I learned when I was winning. It's people that ain't never seen this kind of success. It's people that ain't never had this kind of failure and got back up again. They like in their life. I could have ended my life. Like, they just don't ever get back up. It's people that just start drinking their problems away because they so ashamed of what they have lost. I didn't turn to alcohol, like, so it's like, girl, you still can be great. People can still see your value. Even when I just had the person that purchased the one-on-one with me for $300 for 1 hour, that was after having 6 people tell me I'm too high. You know how that hurts your confidence? People like, you too high. Oh, I got to get my money right up. I don't know who you think you is. You so fucking high. Like, who you think you is? Everybody saying I'm too high. And then this one lady, she like, oh, you're worth every penny. I heard nothing but great things about you and paid. No problem. No questions asked. No questions asked. And right after that, 2 more people. You have to continuously encourage yourself and just remember who you are before the losses and who you want to be. Ain't nothing wrong with taking losses in life. We all gonna lose sometimes. We all gonna lose sometimes. I'm actually grateful for all my losses. Every single one of them has helped me in more ways than I could have ever imagined. Me, having bad credit has helped me teach people how to fix their credit. Me failing in business, it teaches me how to teach my students not to fail and how to mentally prepare themselves for success and how to love themselves and know that when you're successful, people going to say, you changed, but really they changed. And you are supposed to change. In life, you're supposed to change and want better. Hey, Peach, I finally caught you live. You inspired me to build my YouTube channel, but my health is failing. I'm sorry to hear about your health, but keep on going. Maybe document your failing health. If you feel comfortable talking about your personal protected health information, because people always be like, go get your thyroid check. And I'd be like, that is my personal protected health information. Mind your business, judge your mammy. So if you feel comfortable, talk about it. That could be what gets you out of financial hardships with your failing health. You do what you feel comfortable, but make sure you're mentally prepared to handle critics, because baby, they're gonna come. Thank you again. You gave me confidence. I'm happy to hear that. What is your highest viewed video, Peach? What do you consider your most successful? My highest viewed video with 1 million views, it's like a million point, I don't know how many, I think 1.6 is me breastfeeding. I would love to do more breastfeeding videos, but I ain't got time for the perverts and I ain't got time for YouTube, baby, playing with my money. Because sometimes if your videos don't fit the YouTube criteria, instead of you getting a green dollar sign, you get a yellow dollar sign. It's like a gold dollar sign. A gold dollar sign is limited and you're not going to make that much money. And I'm not finna be on here showing my titty for free. So I would say just be careful with what you choose to post. But that's my most viewed video. Thank you, Karen. I'm gonna look into that. Hey, Peach, how do we know when you're going live? I always get here late. Hit the notification bell, turn it on all, but YouTube be player hating on me, so even if it's on all, they might not send it to you. We have to evolve and become better, and of course we will change. Yep, I agree. You supposed to change. I hate when people say that. You changed, duh. I feel like go ahead, play Keisha Cole. Baby, you changed, you changed, you changed. You got dough and change, you got dough and you change. Yeah, you supposed to change. Peach, I listened to you and created my channel. Now I have the nerve, get the nerve to record one step at a time. It just record. I always tell people when they act like they scared, baby, the worst case scenario is ain't nobody gonna watch the ish and you scared that they gonna watch it anyway, so you might as well put it up there because it's gonna get 0 views and then you're gonna be feeling stupid because you got no views. But keep on going because you don't want nobody to watch, obviously. Then you might get 1,000 views and then you might start seeing some money after you reach your 4,000 watch hours. What stocks are you looking into? I'm gonna tell y'all in the video I do about stocks. YouTube does play a hate on you. They stay player hating on me. I remember when my channel was growing real fast, they started removing subscribers because they thought it was like spam. But no, I'm just a bomb, baby. Show me more often. I'm just a bomb, baby. Show me more often. I'm just a bomb. Let me run it up. Let me run it up. Just a bomb. I really want to do moot bombs with Gorgeous though. Publix got some king crabs. I ain't never seen king crabs at Publix. I'm gonna take y'all in there. Them things so big, but they $24.99 a pound. So that mean like 1 pound is $25 and they huge. So I think that's like $100 for one crab. But I told Gorgeous, because me and her went to Publix last night, I said, Gorgeous, I'm finna order us a green screen and we finna do us a moot bong with these crabs, me and you, and we're gonna be like Queen Beast and her daughter. And you know, because Gorgeous can eat. That girl can eat and she's so cute and she have great conversation. We're gonna get this a shot. I'm gonna try that. That's crazy you mentioned your thyroid because I thought about it and never said. And they mention it all the time. They be like, my husband is a doctor. You need your thyroid check. I'd be like, girl, forget you and your husband. You need to mind your business. And if you knew so much because your husband a doctor, you'll know that that is my personal protected health information, rudeness, okay? I saw them king crabs were gigantic. Man, they so big at Publix. I never seen a whole one like that. Normally they be selling like a couple legs. It's like the whole, like how a snow crab cluster look. They got the whole cluster, but $100. Fat Karens in most black neighborhoods are sitting on their own cemeteries. What do you mean? Oh, you saying our neighborhoods, black neighborhoods are built on black cemeteries? Are you saying that? First time live catcher, first time live catcher. Everybody catching me live for the first time. What's up in Toronto, Canada? Y'all drop where y'all from. Oh, let's see if we can get your girl to 200 likes. What time is it? Because I still ain't never make my breakfast and this man gone. I could cook my steak and eggs. But let me say my little song because we only need 8 likes. Y'all ready? 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, 4. Hit a like soon as you see my videos. You know your girl funny, yeah, you know your girl dope. If you really like me, why wouldn't you hit it, yo? L to the I-K, E-Y, babe. Hit a like and send that love my way. L to the I-K, E-Y, babe. Hit a like and send that love my way. Like. Now I feel like going tippy. So thank y'all. We got 210 likes. I paid almost $40 for snow crabs at Valentine's, and I didn't know that Kroger doesn't take EBT anymore. What? Baby, I would have been mad too. But be careful because people be hating. They're going to be like, you was trying to feed your bae crabs with your food stamp card. I be like, y'all need to mind y'all business. The biggest misconceptions about people that's on government assistance is this. First of all, you can get food stamps and Medicaid even if you got a man in the house. Actually, if you add him on your case and y'all income qualify, he can get Medicaid too. So if y'all got y'all a sick baby daddy or somebody who ain't never been to a doctor and y'all ain't got no money, go ahead, add him to your case so all y'all can have Medicaid. You, him, and the kids, and he could go to the doctor, he can go to the dentist, he can go get him some glasses. That's a big misconception. People be thinking you got to lie and say, you don't know who your baby daddy is, or go put your baby daddy on child support. No, if you live in the same household, put him on your case and y'all will be great. I'll talk about this on Facebook all the time. I've helped a lot of families from falling out because, you know, the first thing when you have a baby, the first thing they tell you, got to put the father on child support in order for you to get food stamps and Medicaid for yourself. The kid can get food stamps and Medicaid if you don't comply, but not you. So people go put their baby daddies on child support, even though the baby daddy is active and live in the same household. You do not have to do that. As long as you're not on public housing, you can go ahead and put him on your case. Even if he's a felon, you can put him on your case. That is the biggest misconception people have. Now, if he has a lot of income, you might not qualify no more, but that just means he need to step up as a man. That's your man, make him step up. Now, also, if you are on public housing, you can put your baby father or whatever man you want onto your public housing. Unless he is in criminal activities or a felon, I would not recommend that, because if he get in trouble, you gonna lose your housing. So don't do that unless, he is a good guy. He's a working guy, or, he a bum, he stay home, but he don't be in trouble. You can go ahead and do that. Now, the other catch is you gonna have a hard time kicking them out. You can't just black trash bag his stuff no more, okay? You can't get mad and be like, get out my house, and go get your little Dollar Tree good sense when he ain't got no sense. You can't get that. You can't do that no more. But if the dude is smart, he'll know you can't kick him out anyways. Once somebody been at your house for, 7 consecutive days, they lived 14 and get mailed up, you can't kick them out anyways without an eviction. But that's the biggest misconception all the time. I remember when I was on YouTube, people was like, she has a man and she get food stamps. She's doing food stamps. No, baby, listen. You can get food stamps, you can get Medicaid, you can get WIC. Even daddy was on my WIC. You could get WIC, well, he could go to the WIC appointments, he could pick up the WIC, he could shop with the WIC if he want to, because you could do that. It's just a miseducation. I remember when I first had my son, my oldest son, that's what happened with me and daddy. I was 18 years old. They said in order to get food stamps and Medicaid, I got to put him on child support. My mama say, you got to go put him on child support so you can get your food stamps. I'm like, I don't want to put him on child support. He buy diapers. We together. Like, I don't want to do that. And she was like, you ain't got no choice. And I remember she took me down there to the Department of Revenue, because that's who handled child support here in Florida. And we went, and I was boohoo crying. They took me in the back. I'm boohoo crying. I'm like, I don't want to put him on child support. And the lady was like, listen, baby, that boy is going to leave you, and he's going to be with another girl, and he's going to forget that you and that baby exist. Just sign the paper, put him on child support. And I started crying. I was like, dang, she might be right. And I did it. Such a dummy. And he was so mad. He was so hurt. And he was like, I'm never buying him diapers anymore. Like, buy your own diapers when you get your child support check. And so I had to buy my own diapers. I had no idea until after I got older, when I had choice. And the people was like, if the dad is active, you just add him to your case. You don't have to put him on child support. You guys live in the same house. And I'm like, yeah. And you just put him on. But why I say if you got public housing, don't do this. Y'all know when you got public housing, you have to turn in, or Section 8, you have to turn in your food stamp case. You got to let them know who's on your food stamp case and how much food stamps you're getting, because they want to make sure you're being honest. So if you turn in that food stamp paper and they see that baby daddy on that case and he not on your lease, then you're going to get in trouble. So I wouldn't add him if you on public housing and he's not on your voucher. But if he's not in trouble, then you can go ahead and add him to your voucher, and now y'all can live like a family. That's the biggest misconception. People think you got to be a single parent to get housing assistance and food stamps. You don't. You can be a 2-parent household. A lot of white people get food stamps. A lot of white people get Medicaid. I know because I'm around them. I have the platform where they tell me stuff. They ask me questions. Even during the pandemic, a lot of people had to turn the food stamps, and they was ashamed. And I was like, look, you've been paying your taxes. Y'all love to say people eating your tax dollars. Go get your food stamps, get your Medicaid. Then they was like, oh my God, Peaches, I went to the doctor for free. I'm like, yeah, now I go to the dentist. Like, it's a good time. Go ahead, go to the dentist. So don't be ashamed of that. Don't think that that's something you have to do. I'm sorry to go into that spiel, but her post made me think that, because y'all be hating sometimes. You're buying steak and lobster. People used to say that. I can't believe you're buying steak and lobster with my tax dollars. Listen, baby, I can't even afford to get steak. Listen, the steak ain't nothing but $10. I be buying steak for $5. Baby, you can't afford you a $5 steak. You need a new job. You can't get no shrimp. You can't get shrimp. It's $5 bag of shrimp from Walmart. You can't afford that. But you work a job. You need to apply for you some food stamps. I would never. But that's you gonna be hungry. Peaches, I just got hired. Hold on. Peaches, I just got hired. If you need help, hold on. Oh my God. Peach, I just got hired. I left the live to go to an interview. I worked 12 years. I haven't worked in 12 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom. Congrats, Sandy. That's right. If you need help, use it. Don't let your pride or family suffer. And I hate when that happens with older people. Older people be having the most pride. When I used to work for Medicare, I used to get people calling in about their premiums. They couldn't afford their insurance premiums and all that stuff. Hey, babe. They couldn't afford their insurance premiums, and they would be on the phone crying. And I would be like, apply for you some food stamps and some Medicaid, ma'am. And they're like, but they're going to take my house. I want to leave my house to my kids. I'm like, they're not going to take your house. That's a lie. Listen, go on there and apply. Go on there. Let me go on here. Let me show you. Go ahead and apply for your food stamps. Go ahead and put your mortgage, how much you pay, or how much, your taxes is, and you're going to qualify for some food, and then they be happy after that. A lot of older people think that it's nothing wrong with getting government assistance. It's nothing wrong with being on government assistance all your life if that's the way you want to live. I've always wanted more. I've always wanted to be self-sufficient. I don't know why God put that in me, but he did. But I'm not bashing y'all that are on government assistance. I could lose it all tomorrow and need to get government assistance. I remember when I couldn't afford food, I used to have to go to food pantries because my income was really high. And I went through my depression and I lost everything. And I lost everything really fast like this. But they still go off of your income. They go like 3 months off your income for the last 3 months. So my income was still high, but I'm like, I don't got no money. They like, but your income say you had the money. What happened to the money? It's gone. I don't got no money. Like, I'm hungry and they still wouldn't help me. So I used to have to go to food pantries. Oh my God, I never want to go to a food pantry again in life because the food be old and expired and you be scared to eat it. You be like, I don't know if I could eat this. This canned good expired 2 years ago. I'm not finna live like this. Baby, I had a coupon and WIC came to say today, WIC is very, very helpful. If you can qualify for WIC, get WIC, especially now. They do not make you come in person for appointments no more. They do virtual appointments. Get your WIC. Enjoy your WIC. Don't be ashamed. It's plenty of Caucasian people on WIC. It's, statistics say more white people get government assistance than black people. So don't feel bad about that. And then also to the vanilla peaches, I'm not trying to offend y'all. We just talking in general. I'm just giving y'all statistics. I just came back from visiting Baltimore. I hope you had a good time. I hope you seen some snow. I ain't never seen no snow. Is it still snowing where y'all at? I'm trying to read y'all comments if I missed any. I love to hear you speak and share your life experience. It's a great help. Thank you. I work for public social services. I tell people all the time, don't be ashamed if you need to go out and get help and get it. That's why it's there public services and hundreds of private. Listen, and that's the thing. People on YouTube, they be like, oh, so we're bragging about getting food stamps. I can't believe you ain't got no shame. Where I'm from, people don't be having shame from getting public housing and food stamps. We be happy. I don't get food stamps no more, but we be happy. Like in Tampa, baby, they call the EBT the black card. They just throw whatever they want in the bucket. Throw whatever you want. Get whatever you want. We don't care. Get it. Get it, baby. Get it. Go ahead and get it. And then to get public housing, they don't care. Because our public housing don't look that bad. Like our public housing is really nice. We got central air and heating and most. Robles Park, the only place that still don't got central air and heating, but they did upgrade Robles Park. They about to close it down. Anyways, if you get picked for Robles Park, because people been asking me about that, a couple of y'all done got picked for Robles. You get picked for Robles Park and they put you in Robles Park projects, you'll probably get Section 8 or get transferred to better public housing soon. But you just got to try to survive for them last little couple months. You wish you could get food stamps, man. Food stamps is lit. I be missing getting food stamps, but it is what it is. I'm happy I'm able to still afford food. I miss my WIC, the best chocolate milk I ever taste, and I like powdered eggs. I didn't know you can get chocolate milk on WIC. I need me some public housing. I've lost some stuff there in the area. Okay. Public housing, it's cool. Section 8 is better because, well, not really, because public housing went rad, at least in Tampa. Public housing went rad, meaning that now in Tampa, you can switch to any public housing you want. You used to get picked for public housing. If they pick you for Riverview Terrace, you got to stay in Riverview Terrace for the rest of your life unless you get picked for Bama Heights or something another time. Now, since they went rad, every single year you can move to another housing project or public housing, whatever you want to call it, because some people don't like the term housing project. As long as it's a unit available that you qualify for, you can move. But Section 8, it was better. In Tampa, Section 8 not good because nobody really taking it anymore. They're gentrifying the area. But Section 8 used to be the bomb because Section 8 allows you to move wherever you want, whoever will accept the voucher. Even when I had Section 8, I lived in a nice condo. They didn't even accept Section 8. It was a private owner. We were going through the recession, and they just wanted somebody to get the unit, and he'd never heard of Section 8. And I was like, oh, I'm on a Section 8 program. I know how to talk real professional. I'm on the Section 8 program. This is my voucher amount. You can actually get more money, blah, 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 blah. Talked to him, and he signed the paperwork. He was like, I'll give it a try. I never heard of it. Signed the paperwork, and he loved it. To this day, he rent the Section 8 because of me. He loved it. He was like, Peaches, I love this. So it helps him. And I was so dumb. That same condo is the condo he tried to sell me for $19,000. That condo right now is worth $160,000, and I didn't buy it. I went to Michigan 2 weeks ago and saw snow for the first time, and I'm much older than you. It was beautiful. I can't wait to see snow one day. I'm happy you got to see it, Miss Danielle. Peach, I just love how you get all the tea, forget what the others say, continue to boss up for you and your family. Thank you. My son works 14 hours a week at Target. I'm on SSI, and they're trying to cut my food stamps. I'm currently appealing. Yeah, it's because you reported your son income, which you're supposed to do. People be doing fraud, so they want to report the son income. They act like the son don't live there, but that's fraud. You don't want to commit fraud. With food stamp people, they don't play. Baby, they will come get you. I had a food stamp fraud case when I was 18 years old. And I told y'all this story before. I had just had my baby, and I had got my food stamps or whatever, but my sister got pregnant, and she quit her job at Walmart, and she had moved back home with my mom. And she was pregnant with her second child, and she applied for food stamps, and they didn't get her the max, and she was so mad. She cussed the little food stamp lady out like, well, I ain't got the max food stamp, blah, 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 blah. And the lady was like, if you don't work, how do you pay your bills? And she was like, she lived with her mama. Baby, they pulled up my mama paycheck stubs. They pulled up my mama cars. My mom had 4 cars on her name because all of us had cars. And then they pulled up me, and I was getting food stamps at that same address. And I remember that day, the scariest day, one of the scariest days of my life. I remember the man knocking on the door. It was a detective knocking on the door, and he said he was there to see me. And I'm like, you here to see me? I hadn't done nothing wrong ever in my life at this point in life. And he was like, he was there to see me. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, you've been getting food stamps and you're not eligible. You've been getting food stamps in your own name. Back then, everybody would get food stamps and they would just put that they're homeless, use whatever address and get the food stamps. And I was like, my mama told me to do that. I'm only 18. My mama told me how to fill out the application. He was like, in the state of Florida, you got to be 23 years old to get food stamps in your own name, which I didn't know that. If you live at home with your parents, in the state of Florida, you got to be 23 years old to get food stamps in your name, regardless if you got kids or not. Now, my mama and my stepdaddy didn't get food stamps. They had good paying jobs. They didn't qualify for government assistance at all. So I had to pay back all the money I had ever gotten in food stamps. And the only thing that saved me from it actually being a criminal case where I went to jail was the fact that I did not have cash assistance. The man was like, if it was welfare fraud and we were giving you cash, you would go to jail. But in the state of Florida, once you have a baby, no matter even if you're a minor, you can get cash assistance in your own name. But your food stamps got to go in your parents' name. It's very complex and stupid, but I learned a lesson, and I was like, I will never lie to the food stamp people again. You thought it was 18. Nope, it is 23 years old. And believe it or not, a lot of people doing that right now. They 18, living at home with their parents, their first child, and they getting food stamps when the parents make all this money. They don't know that it's fraud. I didn't know it was fraud. But I learned that lesson, and I was like, I will never lie, and I have never lied. Even when I couponed and sold stuff, I didn't get food stamps. I reported my income. You don't qualify. Your income's too high. You got to report your food, any kind of income you make. Even if you sell dope, you got to report the income, even though it's an illegal activity. Any kind of income you're getting, you are technically supposed to report it to them. So I never lied after that. I was like, oh my God, it was so scary. They took my income tax for 2 years, and I was just happy I ain't go to jail. But it sucked getting your taxes taken for 2 years. My mom and my sister was like, we gonna help you pay them back. We gonna help you. Mama was like, don't worry, we gonna pay the money back. They ain't never helped to this day. They ain't give me nan penny. I had to do it all on my own. 14 hours a week is really no hours. They shouldn't bother you about that lady stamps. At least she reported it. But sometimes her income is higher than her expenses. Legally speaking, we don't know your business. But let's say her Social Security check is $750. Her son is bringing home, let's say, an extra $400. So now their income is $1,150. $1,150. Her rent is only, let's say she own her home. her mortgage or taxes or whatever, it's only $300 a month. Now she has an additional, what is that, $750, $850, or vice versa. It could be a lot. Let's say her utilities and her rent, it only comes up to $900 a month, but the amount she has is 1150 minus that 900, that leaves her 250 in income. Well, guess what, ma'am? That $250 you got in extra income, you can take that and buy you some food. That's how food stamps work. It sucks. Like, as soon as you make a little bit more, it sucks. Anytime I made over $3,500, I never qualified for food stamps anymore. Anytime. Even with my kids, $3,500 up, you could go buy your own food because my bills don't exceed that amount. You got your rent. Let's say your rent 1,500, your lights 100. That's 1,600. Your water is 60. Okay, that's 1,660. You made $3,500. You need help with food because of what? Because y'all get everybody else food stamps. I want food stamps. It ain't fair. Other people get free housing. They get food stamps. They get Medicaid. It's not fair, but it's the way it is, unfortunately. So you have to learn how to budget. Coupon, go to Save a Lot, stack up on your canned goods, go to meat store, get you a meat plan. That's how it's going. You're so right, Peach. It sucks, but just learn how to make extra money and cook at home. And just be grateful. Like, be grateful that you can afford food still. Like, a lot of times we get into an impoverished mindset, and the fear of you being self-sufficient is so scary. I know because I went through that even before. Like, if y'all watch that video, my subscribers got me kicked off food stamps. That is a true phobia. Okay, I'm no longer getting government assistance. What if I can't buy food? Even with WIC, I didn't use all my WIC. And Daddy was like, why you let the WIC expire? And I said, because I'm only using WIC if I was broke. He was like, if you feel like you only need to use WIC when you broke, you don't need WIC. Just let it go. Like, don't worry about it no more. I was like, but what if I'm broke? He was like, never be broke. Like, it's so simple. Peach, I'm a black full figure, and I heard since I was a teenager that my neck looks like I got thyroid problems when I don't. I'm 61. Budget. Yeah, budget. Come up with a plan. Maybe come up with a meal plan. I used to do all that stuff. I used to have a schedule, a meal plan. I had to get real serious. I need to get back like that because I'm trying to save money. But I had to get very serious about my finances because I couldn't get food stamps, but I was struggling because you got car insurance, you got gas. You still want to be able to buy your kids clothes and shoes, and take them places, but you can't. It's nothing left over. You have to figure out how can you earn extra income. A lot of us have talents that can earn us extra income. Maybe you can write resumes. Maybe you can do mock interviews. Maybe you can do hair. Maybe you can go cut yards, clean houses. Start you some other type of business to make money, and you'll be fine. And then just budget. Stop being so complacent. Don't go get no second job. I remember at one point I was working 3 jobs and I was still broke, and it was because I kept having to pay everybody to watch my baby, put gas in their car to take me to and from work because I ain't have a car. And I was like, why the fuck can't I figure out how to get ahead? And then I finally said, forget it. I was on Section 8 anyways, and I was trying to better myself, but I said, forget it. And I quit my jobs, and I just sat home. And then after that, I went to school, and I got straight A's in school and college. And I was just like, this going to be my plan. This going to be my plan. Sometimes you have to rethink the plan. Even before, one time, I had to quit working so I could get cash assistance, so I could go get daycare, just so I can afford the daycare because I ain't had nobody to watch my kids. Sometimes you have to replay the scenario. If you struggling to have somebody watch your kids so you can work, consider quitting your job. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Consider quitting your job. Sign up for cash assistance, which is welfare. They call it temporary cash assistance for needy families. Once you do this, they're going to give you childcare. Once you get the childcare, your childcare going to be anywhere between, when you don't work, it's like $1 and some change a week. Between $1 and like $30 a week for each child. So at that time, once I got the child care, I was able to put all the kids in daycare, and I was paying like $68 a week for 5 kids to go to daycare. No, 4. I had 4 kids. 4 kids to go to daycare. After that, I could go ahead and go to work. Now I can get a job, and I know my kids are good. I ain't paying all my money and still being broke for somebody to watch my kids. Anytime I got in cash assistance, I've only been on cash assistance for like 2 months. I've never been on cash assistance for more than 2 months. I move like this. Even if you start a business, let's say you want to start a business, you want to maybe go back to hair school or something, you can get cash assistance, and you can get the child care, then you can start your business. And once your business start making money, guess what? You report that to your cash assistance caseworker. They get your cash assistance case closed. You get to keep the child care for 2 years. And as long as your income don't get crazy, well, you don't need it no more. You get to keep the child care for 2 years, and you still get access to the other resources. Like if you need supplies for your business, guess what? They have grant money. They could buy supplies for your business. You need uniforms for work. They got grant money to buy your uniforms from work, your shoes. I teach this in my employment group in Gregory's Choice. I educate moms. I even did a video on this. If y'all want to look at more of my child care information on how to get child care, I got a video on this. Nobody really watched it. These are the kind of videos I would have loved to do on YouTube, but people don't watch them, so I gotta do what make the money. But if you don't want to go that route, you can't quit your job. You can also call CPS on yourself and report parent in need of assistance. You just call them up. You let them know, hey, I'm a single parent. I need childcare for my kids because I need to work. I have nobody to watch them. I don't want to leave my kids home alone, but I'm at that point where I might have to leave them home alone if I don't get childcare. When I tell you, they will say, do you got food? You got clothes? They might send a caseworker out to look at your children and see if they got any bruises. Make sure your lights on, your water on. You got food in the house? Okay, cool, good. Here's your child care referral. You get it for 6 months. Or sometimes it might be only 90 days. You get the child care for 3 months. After these 3 months, you have to have a job still. Or you could do this even if you ain't got no job. But I tell people, if you ain't got no job, go the cash assistance route. If you got a job, go this route. You do that. After that, 3 months is up. You go from a BGB1, which is the funding source from CPS. You go from that to the regular school readiness program. This is how you skip the line. You go from that to regular school readiness program. Once you get into the regular school readiness program, they end up giving you the child care for 2 years as long as you keep a job for 2 years. So you ain't got to worry about paying no $250 a week for one child to go to daycare. You paying $25 or $50 based on your income. I never paid more than $50 for one child. Like, it's never been that high. And that helps a lot. And it cuts the process. You can also apply for these programs on your own like normal. However, the wait list is normally 2 to 5 years long, depending on where you at. In Dade City, Florida, you can get childcare the same day because it's country, that many people not utilizing these programs. The key is having a plan, use the system as in a legitimate manner, but have a plan to make it work for you and improve your situations. I couldn't have said it better myself, and that's what I've always did. I've always went into a situation with a plan, which is why I've always been successful, and I don't feel like the programs are strict. Like somebody said, they're so strict. I remember when I was working part-time and full-time, when somebody called in, I reported my income and they took my food stamps. I was a struggling mother. I had to get a side hustle. Yeah, you have to get a side hustle sometimes. But these programs, the way that they're set up, if you come in with a positive mindset, don't complain, don't make friends with people, remember your goal, and knock it out the park, the program is gonna work for you. I done got college courses paid by from programs. I done got calculators, $100 calculators, been able to keep my whole student loan refund by having programs pay for all my stuff. Been able to take extra classes, trade school, get my real estate license paid for just by utilizing programs like this. You utilize the system the way it's meant to be used, and you win in the end. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything unethical. It works. And then you just go on about your business. You got your child care. Now you ain't got no barriers. Now, and I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but now in Tampa, when you get cash assistance, they follow you for 2 years. They used to, once you got a job, close out your case, but now they follow you for 2 years to make sure you stay on track and stay self-sufficient. You can let your caseworker know any kind of goal you're trying to reach, and they're going to help you reach it. Like you can say, hey, I want to go back to college and get my associate's degree. I want to get a trade and such. They're going to help you. They have funding from the government to pay for whatever classes you need to take that are in a certain list while you're on food stamps. Even right now during unemployment, people that's unemployed, their spouses even qualify for access to funding. Like one of my friends, she has a job. Her job paid her over $50,000, but her husband lost his job and became unemployed. She's been taking free college courses through this pandemic program at Career Source because her spouse is unemployed. So she, even though she got a job making 50 grand, because he's unemployed, she got access to the funds and she's taking all the college courses so for free. So it's so much stuff y'all could do. Peaches, how do I schedule a one-on-one with me? You send in your payment and send me the date that you want, but I am booked until Thursday. Sometimes we have to do what's best for the moment, especially when you have kids, making the right decision for your family and make the system work for you. They are there for you. I agree. And just like I said, have a plan. Literally sit down and think it through. And don't believe other people. People will tell you, oh, I ain't doing that. I'm not going to do no, because they make you do hours. When you first get in the program, if you ain't working, they make you do 30 hours a week. It might be 35 hours a week. You got to go up there and do hours, like sit at a computer, learn how to write a resume, go to resume classes. But I ain't never have to do none of that because I already knew how to write resumes and all that stuff. But they teach you that interview skills. They give you interview clothes. They give you everything you need, so it's no barrier. Even when it comes to getting food stamps, there's people now who won't get food stamps because food stamps for able bodies, people without kids, they make you do hours. They make you go get into a trade school, vocational training or something. And people like, I ain't doing that. You can go and get a degree, a certificate for HVAC. You can get one for plumbing. You can get one for what's the other one? Be a welder for free while you get food stamps. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? You're not doing nothing now. You want to be a bum. So I got family members like that. They don't do nothing. They like, I'm not doing that. Free school, yes. When you get food stamps, free. They got a whole little college, a whole little building, and then after that, you're guaranteed a job. They got companies that come every single month and hire. You're guaranteed a job. I have somebody, the girl that personally trained me. She went through the welder program. She's a female welder. If y'all go watch my personal training videos, the girl that was training me, a female welder got her welding stuff through that program. Was able to buy her a house. She's a female welder right now. Just got on a TV show and everything from that opportunity. Like, it's so many opportunities, but people will complain about the rules of the system. Like, oh, they just want to keep me down. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not finna do that. Girl, you want to get to the free daycare and put your kids in daycare and stay home and have sex and smoke weed all day with a man. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to go to college. I want to take a trade. I want to go do some networking. I want to do stuff to better my life and better my kids and not have to be like this forever. How do you get help on Social Security disability if you want to go back to school? You can go into your local career source centers and see if they have the WIA program, what somebody just posted, WIAO. Yep, she said they give you gas vouchers, clothes, housing, and so much other stuff. Take your pride out and get it popping for real. Even going into a homeless shelter. My decision to go into a homeless shelter, I really wanted to get Section 8 and make my life easier again, because Section 8 is so hard to get. The Section 8 or public housing in Tampa, the wait list is 10 to 20 years long. That's how long it take to get. Once you off the program, which I got off the program because I had money. They gave me awards. They wrote articles. You can Google. You'll see an article about it. Oh, she made $1 million and all this stuff, right? So after you get off that program, it's so hard to get back on. When you get into the shelter system, any public housing or Section 8 list that you're on, they will pull you like this once you're in a shelter system. You go across all the nations, they alert everybody, we got this family in a shelter, and it helps you go to the top of the list. My issue was I wasn't on nobody list, so it wasn't going to work for me because you got to actually be on the wait list. They can't just put you on the list. You got to already be there. So I did have a plan. I was like, okay, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get public housing or Section 8. I'm going to be out of here in like a month, in 6 weeks. But I ended up getting out on my own. I just had to like get out of my own feelings. I had to stop trying to take the easier way out because I wanted to take the easy way. I just felt like I couldn't do it no more. I was struggling. I couldn't pay my bills. Like, it was just so hard. My mental health was failing. I just like, God, why can't I just have this easy life where I got Section 8 and I got food stamps and I got Medicaid and my kids go to daycare and it could just be easy. But no, it didn't work that way for me. Me and Daddy was talking about that. I'm about to cry thinking about it. I was like, damn, just a year ago, I was in a shelter. I was going through depression. I was having suicidal thoughts. I wanted to give up on life. I never seen me getting back up again. So for any of y'all that's watching this that's currently failing, I'm proof that you can get back up again. Like, even if the easy way ain't working and you like, why everybody else, like everybody in my family getting picked for housing, getting picked for Section 8, and I'm just out here struggling. I got the most kids. Like, why their life so easy and my life so complex? You know, like, just kept thinking about that. You'll be okay. Like, I'm proof that you'll be okay. But me and Daddy was talking about I'm going through a breakup with him, got 5 kids, just like struggling, mental health just off the chain, just don't want to be here no more. And look at where I'm at today. I don't have to worry about my bills. All my bills is getting paid. I got money in my savings account. My kids got savings accounts. I have a vehicle that we can afford. I got real car insurance. Oh my God. Like, sorry to keep bothering you, but you say go to the Social Security office. No, go to your local career source, like whatever your workforce is. But right now, my goal, y'all, is to continue to be self sufficient. Like I don't ever want to need food stamps again. If I need it, I'm gonna go get it, but I don't want to need it. I want to figure out how can I make this time the time where we never have to go back down again. I never have to struggle financially. Like even with my bills, I had already paid the rent and stuff. And daddy was like, dang, you already paid the rent. You ain't even get my money and this and this. And I was like, listen, I'm at this stage of my life where what a man does is extra. I know some of y'all might be like, clenching your pearls, but that's how I feel. I'm not finna sweat no man. I'm not finna depend on no man. You know when the bills due. I'm gonna make sure my bills paid regardless of a man. I remember that, like you want people to help you. Like why they won't help me? I want this, I want that. No. I'm finna just do it regardless. You know what's due. You know what we got to do. And he still gave me his money later, but he was like, I can't believe you didn't say nothing. I'm not moving forward. I'm not saying that. My job is to make sure I can do for my kids by myself, even if we together. I still want to know if this nigga leave me today like he done left me in the past, I could do it. And I'm not going to break a sweat. And I'm in that position. I could spend time with my kids. I could pick my kids up from school. I could take my kids to school. I could do everything by myself. Not lowering him as a man. Not like saying, oh, nigga, I don't need you. But I really don't. Like, and I want to stay that way. Um, I'm on Social Security disability. Unfortunately, in my state, I don't qualify for assistance or food stamps. I worked until I got sick. It's hard to make ends meet. I'm sorry to hear that. You can try your local food banks, but go to Save a Lot or Aldi's. Like, buy you some canned goods. Come up with you a menu, a meal plan. Come up with a meal plan. Take you $100. Like, I don't know how many people in your family, but take you $100 to the meat store and just get all your meat. Fill your gas up. Don't go places you don't need to go. I had to go through all that. Like, okay, if I don't need to go here, I'm not driving my car today. We're going to walk. We want to go to the corner store. We're going to walk. Matter of fact, we're not going to the corner store. We can't be spending money on these kind of snacks. We're going to make our own cookies. We're going to, like, start making your own snacks. It's a lot of shit I'm doing now that I don't have no business doing. Like, if I really want to save money, I don't got no business eating out. I don't got no business now. I could eat whatever I want. Go. I went and spent $121 on some crabs at Mr. and Mrs. Krabs for me, Choice, and Gorgeous, just the three of us. I'm like, after I did that, I said, girl, you so stupid. You could have went and bought you a $60 case of crabs, $13 sauce like you've been doing. We had food stamps. Like, stop making stupid decisions. The thing is with us, and I'm saying us as a people, a lot of times why we struggle financially is because we will increase our spending as our income increases, and you don't need to do that. That's how I went broke really fast last time. I went from paying $875 in rent, no car payment, $100 car insurance, to having two car payments, a big ass rent, renter's insurance, high car insurance, my real estate stuff. Like my expenses went from around $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month. Like that's crazy. Just because I'm making more money, don't go out there and increase all your expenses immediately. That's why, like this time before I moved, I had to really sit down and think and pray about it because I was like, I'm not finna take these big jumps. Like right now, I can go get me a car payment and have me like a new car and be like, oh, I got a 2021. But I'm not finna do that. That shit is stupid, baby. The car I'm in right now is paid for cash. All I gotta do is pay the car insurance and put gas in here. That's it. Any problem that need to be fixed, I'ma fix. I ain't gotta do that, okay? I'm not getting no car payment. I'm not finna go out here and just buy me some Gucci and Louis just to say, oh, I can afford it. I got Gucci on, I got Louis buying $1,000 lace wigs. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna take my time. I'm going to figure this out. I'm buying this house cash. I'm gonna figure this out. My kids gonna be straight. We gonna figure this out. I'm not trying to look rich. I want to be rich. I was watching MJ Harris. I like him on Facebook. And he was saying his nephew had bought these Gucci socks. And the Gucci socks was like $160 or something like that. Don't quote me on the exact numbers, but it was like $160 for some socks. And he was like, you don't even got no money. He was like, you bought it out of the allowance I gave you. I have way more money than you. So he's saying to his nephew. And he was like, and I don't even own $161 pair of socks. I am a millionaire and I don't own $161 pair of socks. That's the problem. So many people want to look rich instead of being rich. And I'm like, damn, that is so true. And that's with me this time, even though last time I barely spent money, I gave a lot of my money to family. This time, I want to be rich. I ain't trying to look rich. I ain't trying to buy nobody love. I don't need you to come eat with me, hang with me, chill with me. I want to be rich. That's it. I want to be able to pay all my bills with my fucking eyes closed. I don't want no more money headaches in this lifetime, baby. Them the worst ones. I know you don't like him, but using cash envelope system, I'm going to go check him out again. I'm going to go look at his channel again and see what I can learn. More money, more problems. I don't think it's more problems. I think it's more money, bad decisions. It ain't no problems. People be making bad decisions. Did y'all see Young Thug lost $800,000 at the casino in Vegas? And he was like, I just lost $800,000. Fuck. You know, like he was so frustrated about it. The average person ain't finna go lose no $800,000 because we ain't got it. That was his dumb ass. That's damn near $1 million. That's just like me. I lose $900 at the casino. Girl, when you was just broke, you only played $100. Stop making stupid decisions. Just because your income increases don't mean you start taking crazy ass risk and being more extravagant with what you're doing. Like, that's so dumb. I had to go have a whole conversation with myself the whole ride home like this. Listen here, you little dummy. Listen. Whole conversation. They won't even let you record, you little dummy, you know. He could have gave that to me, right? He could have gave me $20. Shit. He could have gave all of us in here $100 and he could have still been all right. Or 1,000, shoot. But that's the thing. We make more bad decisions when we rich. We spend more money. Like the more money you get, the more money you spend. I told Daddy the other day we was driving. My son wants some Vans. And I told Daddy, I said, I'm never going to the mall to buy these kids no shoes no more. You're never coming with me to buy them shoes no more. Before all this YouTube money, we was buying shoes out of Marshalls and out of Nike outlet, and it was good. I was getting $12 pair of shoes, $30 pair of shoes. I bought my son right here on this shelf right here, them red Jordans right there. Them shoes was $170. Look how them shoes look. That was the stupidest shit I did. The shoes next to them, I think them was 200 or something. I bought them for Christmas. Y'all might remember the price. I don't remember. I know I paid $580 for 4 pair of shoes. Do you know how much shoes I normally could get for $500, baby? With 120, I'll be getting 6 and 7 pair of shoes. I said, I'm not finna do this no more. I told Daddy that. He talking about, you acting like I made you buy them shoes. He talking about, I can afford it and this, boosting up my head, baby. I'm not finna keep spending $500 on shoes, which is why I have to learn about stuff. Look at what I just said. The custodial Roth RIAs, you can do it for as low as $5 a day. Instead of me spending $540 on shoes for 4 kids, I could have divided that $540 by 4. Y'all know I can't do math. Hold on, let me try. 40 going to 5. Okay, 44 is 6, 48 is 7. I think that's right. Okay, so 47, 52. That's 9 times. Carry the, how much I got left over? 2 to 20. Before going to 25 times. Girl, that math was horrible. I don't know, but I think that was $94 each. I don't know. But I could have put a lot of money in one of those accounts instead of buying them some shoes. That's stupid. So moving forward, I'm not finna move like that. Just like I said on that video I watched, they said, instead of you going to buy that new iPhone, invest in Apple stock. Instead of you going to buy them new Jordans, invest in you some Jordans. You are doing great, Peach. I ain't doing great. Listen, I ain't doing that no more. He's talking about he wants some Vans, baby. I'll find you some Vans. I'm going by myself so I could be cheap. I think a lot of times, too, I guilt shop. Like, even somebody was like, you don't ever tell your kids no. You need to learn to tell your kids no. On one of the videos when my kids was just picking up shit, and I was just like, okay, you could get it. That's me guilt shopping. That's me trying to make up for the times when we was just broke, and I was saying, no, wait till Christmas. No, wait till your birthday. We can't get that today. We can't afford it. Now it's like, oh, we can afford to get toys every day. So I'm trying to make up for the days when we couldn't afford. It's like, girl, hell no. What we not finna do is guilt trip ourselves, okay? We not finna do that. we couldn't afford it then, and we don't need it now. We can afford it now, but guess what? We don't need it. We gonna go ahead and put this money up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like by the end of this week, I'm gonna learn how to be done saved a whole different way than how I was taught, because I wasn't taught to save. No, them kids care nothing about designer or Jordans. They just enjoy being kids. My oldest care about shoes now. You know, he's at that age. He's 13. He want to look fly, so he care about them. But them other little kids, they don't care. Like them shoes, all them shoes probably like $10, $20, $12. Do you talk one on one with people? If so, how? My one on ones are 300 for 1 hour, 550 for 2 hours. Right, I agree. Like I don't want to be that person again, but I've been that way. I think that's why my oldest spoiled. Like I just kept thinking about all the times when we struggled, all the times when me and him caught the bus and it was just us, and I was a single mom and we were struggling. And then once I could afford to give him a better lifestyle, I gave it to him. My son done had every kind of game, Xbox, Nintendos, computers. He done had everything. When your income increases, put the money away in your investment, and for the most part, act like it's not there. That's what I'm gonna have to learn how to do, because I don't know how to do that yet. But we gonna learn. We gonna figure this out. What time is it, y'all? Florida people, Eastern Standard Time people. I done got my little cry on for the day, baby. I ain't cried on YouTube in a minute. I think about a month. About a month. We had to take the bar stools out the kitchen because the baby, he in this phase now where he wants to climb. He climbed the bar stools. It's so bad. I'm trying to figure out how to get him out this stage. He would climb the bar stools and be on the counter, sitting in the sink. How do we do it? Cash out the payment and then write me what date you want. Send your email with it. You can also reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, or via email, peachmcintyre@yahoo.com. I'm Peach McIntyre on all platforms, 1116. Oh my God, I've been on here for forever. But I hope y'all finding this information valuable. I know I talked about a lot of different things. How I save is my bank take out $75 out of every check. How you gonna touch it? What you tell yourself to not touch it? That's what I need to know. How you not touch it? How y'all train y'all brains to just let the money sit there? They be like, hey. So I'm waiting on her to answer that question. Research cash envelopes, sinking funds, and paying your bills ahead. That's what I was wondering too. Should you pay your bills up ahead? How y'all feel about that? If you really think about it, most people who have real wealth don't normally walk around looking like it. I can agree. I know a lot of millionaires. I gamble with millionaires at the casino, and they look just like me. That's why when people be talking about my hair, I be like, girl, bye. I know so many people, they hair look like mine, and they be rich as hell, walking around with bonnets on. You'll never know they rich. Just act like it's a bill. You can go back after your bills. You can't go back after you pay your bills. I realized that misguided guilt is a highly underrated emotion. My one-on-ones are 300 for 1 hour, 550 for 2 hours, and it's unlimited topics. You have to act broke. See, I'm good at looking broke. I'm good at looking broke. I'm good at being cheap. But I think the thing that get me the most is my kids. Just me thinking about all the times I told them no. But I think what I'm gonna tell myself is I have to keep telling them no. So when they grow up, everything could be yes. Because if I keep on telling y'all yes, get it, okay, go ahead, grab it, get it. Uh, Eventually I ain't gonna have no money to put up for y'all, and then we're gonna be back broke and struggling. I'll be like, no, 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 and we're gonna be struggling. So I have to, keep telling them no. But it's because when I couldn't buy some CDs, put it in an account, leave cards at home, use emergencies only. I seen one lady, I can't remember her name, the black lady that be teaching you about how to save. She was saying she only take cash with her to the store. Like she take an exact amount. Like I only got $100 to go in the store and get this. And if she pick up something else, she got to put it back at the register. Like, oh, I can't get this. I can't get that. Da 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 da. I might try that. My problem is I take cash in the store and I still get stuff that I ain't supposed to get. I'd be like, you know what? I really don't even need the cheese for the burger. I'm finna buy this soda. Get a savings account at a separate bank, no ATM. I'm gonna try that. Thank you for sharing. We pick your brain during the lives. You're awesome. They should binge watch all of your lives for great information. It was crazy because my last live, people actually went back and watched it. I was like, me y'all. But I was like, that's weird. Normally people don't watch my lives. Like after they over, people don't watch them. My last live I had did the other day, when I ended it, it was at like 1,200 views, and then it went up to 7,000. I was like, why people went back and watched that? What did I tell? Did I tell too much of my business in there? Let me make it private or something. You don't have to get the kids too much. It will backfire. Just be careful with that money and put them in a money education fund. I'ma see y'all. Have any of y'all started buying cryptocurrency for your kids? Capital One 360 online savings is a good account. What savings apps do you guys use? I'm gonna figure this out. Girl, ever since I've been taking your class, we've been grinding on all your tips. Thank you so much. We will be monetized soon. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, there's baby. Baby done woke up. Hey, baby. They be thugging it at night with their daddy. They be up all night. Hey, what's up? What happened? How you doing? Mac at school. Go get a shirt. Go get clothes. Get us the gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Go get clothes. He naked. My kid sleep in a diaper. Yeah, let me see. I bought this from the dollar store, y'all, for gorgeous. $1. They got this and they got a dinosaur. I bought Mac them a dinosaur. I didn't record when I went in there. I was like, oh, this is cute. So I might want to check this out. They're $1. But the only thing I would say is that it's glass, because Choice broke his. It's real glass. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I wish it was like one of those plastic flimsy screens. You want this? Go get your tablet. Go get your tablet. Go. Go get your tablet from upstairs. Go get a tablet. Yes. What? You want to eat? I gotta go be a mom. I'm about to get off of here. I'm gonna stay here like one last time, and then we gonna get over here. I like watching successful people on live. They always dropping gems. All right, y'all ready? 1, like 2. Ooh. Your screen black. Everybody screen black. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna end a live. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit a like you like. Hit a like you like. Hit a like you like for your girl. Thanks for watching.